I'm going to be honest with all of you guys. I'm worried about Lil Uzi Vert's career at the moment. This entire year has been a mess for Uzi, in my opinion, and if he isn't able to figure out things quickly, I wouldn't be surprised if he slowly but surely falls into irrelevancy. I think problems with Uzi's career started to form in early 2020. On March 6th, Uzi dropped his highly anticipated Eternal Take album, and the tape debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with 288,000 albums sold in its first week here in the United States. Now, many fans responded to this album with criticism, and they begged Uzi to drop all of the snippets he had been teasing since 2018. Instead of waiting a month or two to drop all these snippets, though, Uzi decided to drop the Eternal Take Deluxe, Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2, the next week, which included all of these snippets and grails that fans loved. And with help from the Deluxe, Eternal Take sold 247,000 albums in its second week. At this point, it looked like Uzi was unstoppable. In just 2 weeks, his long-awaited project had gone gold, and every single song had charted on the Hot 100. Uzi was truly beginning to rise to the top, and this project cemented him as one of the few in hip-hop that could still sell this many albums first week in the streaming world. But in retrospect, I think that Uzi's decision to drop the Deluxe after only 1 week was one of the worst moves he could have made. Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red received, I'd say, 10 times as much hate as Eternal Take, but he refused to drop a Deluxe that could have included older songs like Molly and Skeleton, and he let his music speak for itself instead. Sure, it took a while, but fans eventually warmed up to Whole Lotta Red, as seen with songs like Sky blowing up, as well as the rise of the rage sound in the music industry. Uzi, though, made the mistake of caving into the fans' demands, and by releasing all of the old snippets, he eliminated any major chance that Eternal Take had to grow on fans. By dropping all of these old snippets, Uzi kind of invalidated his own music. Uzi wasn't strong enough to let his music stand on its own, and it's said that he felt the need to just release throwaways in order to please his massive fan base. Eternal Take was an album that came with a fresh beat selection, and it could have inspired a change in the music industry, but instead it was quickly pushed to the side with the release of the Deluxe. But at the same time, I don't know if it's right to blame the fans for the potential fall-off of Lil Uzi Vert. I think we have to blame Uzi. In late 2020, Uzi dyed his hair purple again, which was the color of his hair during his come-up. And around late 2020 and early 2021, he started previewing all these Love is Rage era type tracks. I'm not sure if Don Cannon was involved with the production, but nevertheless, it sounded like Don Cannon beats. Now, to be fair, fans loved these snippets. Each was getting millions of views, and after announcing a tape called Forever Young in late 2020, it seemed like we would be getting some new Uzi in spring or summer 21. But here we are in fall 2021, and Uzi has not dropped any music on his own. Sure, he's been featured on songs by Tyler the Creator, Meek Mill, Pierre Bourne, Ian Dior, NG Yeel, Young Thug, and Internet Money, but none of these songs have been too memorable in my opinion, and they have not done anything to further Uzi's career. Besides, he's now teasing this Pink Tape album. He already gave up on this Forever Young concept, and this Pink album is a little suspicious to me. I hope he's not biting Sofago, as I only heard of this Pink tape after I'd heard of Sofago's upcoming tape, Pink Hearts. Besides, he's now teasing this Pink Tape album. He already gave up on the Forever Young concept, and this Pink album is a little suspicious to me. I hope he's not biting Sofago, as I only heard of this Pink tape after I'd heard of Sofago's upcoming tape, Pink Hearts. He also is now teasing this weird human-made clothing line on his Instagram page, and some of these pictures are kind of abnormal in my opinion. A quick look through Uzi's comment sections show that tens of thousands agree with what I have to say on this. Overall, I think that Uzi really needs to focus on whatever album he currently is working on. Whether that's Pink Tape or Forever Young, Uzi really needs to prioritize the tape and start working on the rollout for it. While I prefer him to not use his older sound, he ultimately knows what's best for him and his fans, but he needs something to put out. I also think a heat check would be good to do, and Uzi should release a single in the next month or two in order to test the waters. I personally think a new Uzi song would probably debut top 40, but then quickly either drop to the bottom 40 or fall off the Hot 100. If Uzi needs some inspiration or a person to look at for inspiration, I think you should take a look at Cardi. Each of Playboi Carti's albums has a distinct theme, style, and overall sound. Branding is really important when it comes to an album, and with this Narcissist mixtape, Cardi is just posting all these biker fits. Even though it seems weird, people have an idea of what the Narcissist album looks like. And they can't say that for Pink Tape or Forever Young. I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is it bad that Uzi is going back to his old sound instead of continuing to progress his style? Do you think that this Forever Young / Pink Tape situation is kinda chaotic? Is Playboi Carti slowly but surely becoming better than Uzi? Let me know down below, and be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time with some more rap and hip-hop coverage.